each of you. I wish I knew your stories, because I wish I knew what kind of motivations and reasons you have to come here and actually to be part of this. Why did you apply to actually join this training? Because this is not an easy subject to work with. You are all university and college students, so you have somehow this basic discipline of studying and all. But the moment you enter into this world of climate negotiations, that's so tough, you know? I've been working with environment and climate issues for more than 20 years. But when I went to COP in Baku, I got lost. You know, I was like, my God, this arena, you know, where do I put myself? So I was so glad, because I was part of the Swedish delegation. I was so glad to be receiving instructions from the negotiating team of Sweden. Because then they could tell me, okay, Nayoka, go there, do that, say this. So, because it is a complex system. So that is my first message here, because I will not even attempt to summarize this. You have to really keep on reminding yourself that this climate negotiations issue is based on scientific facts that you have to keep on learning, because they keep on changing, updating, right? So you have to be updated about so many different issues, right? And it's based on processes as well. So you have to know the minimum basic, right, on what negotiations all about. But there is one aspect to this whole thing that we don't really speak about here, and this is that you have processes, but who is responsible for what? Because that is where the next step happens, right? Like for instance, loss and damage. We're throwing loss and damage, as if, I mean, I don't, I'm still trying to understand loss and damage, and I have to do that because the Swedish government has put money into the loss and damage fund. But my challenge now is to find out who is responsible for the loss and damage national mechanism here in Bangladesh. That is also part of the work of understanding this whole thing. So first point, you have to be continuous, committed to learning the science and the processes and the methodologies and whatever. That's a lot. Second is that getting there is very important. It's difficult. It took Sohan at least 5 years, but also the follow-up after it is